the 3 traits of achieving masculine polarity as a man, so that you are no longer stuck in your feminine energy acting like a chick, right? Because that's what feminine energy is, guys. I mean, whenever you're stuck in your feminine energy, you will notice you are being ruled by your emotions, okay? You will tend to get very annoyed very easily. Your cortisol levels will shoot up. Next thing you know, you'll start yelling, screaming, throwing a tantrum. That should tell you that you are stuck in your feminine energy, because when you're in your masculine polarity, you will not act out like that, okay? You'll be centered. You'll be grounded in your own energy. You won't be reactive. You will feel icy. You will feel still. You will be present to the moment, right? And you won't feel the need to lash out at this person as if, you know, you're some 8-year-old on a school playground. So 3 very important factors, 3 traits that you need to achieve your masculine polarity. I'm just going to give them to you right now. First one is mental maturity. That is the first one. Okay? You have to have mental maturity in order to achieve your masculine polarity. And this is becoming difficult for a lot of guys these days, just because we're being so feminized by culture, movies, Hollywood, you name it, advertising, to act more and more feminine, right? We're being emasculated right in front of the entire world. We're being told we're toxic masculinity. We're living in a rape culture, mister. You know, women need more rights, and all this other poppycock. Take an old word from the English dictionary. All this other poppycock telling us that you know, we need to stop being so masculine, and what we really need is the reverse, right? We need more masculine men out there. But this is why so many guys are mentally immature these days, right? And including in our own manosphere. A lot of guys are just mentally immature, act like chicks, behave like chicks, react like chicks, gossip about other dudes like chicks, you know, bash other dudes like chicks. That's not masculine behavior. Okay, that's not masculine polarity. Well, it's my job to call them out if they're wrong. That's my job. I have to call someone out that's wrong. No, you don't. You know why? Because the market will call them out. You know, you have to trust in the market. People vote with their feet. They're not stupid. If people don't like something, or if people see something that is scammy or whatever, they just won't buy. They won't pay for it. They won't buy it. Okay, that's the market votes with its feet, and that business will go out of business. Simple as that. They won't be able to sustain because they're not making any money. But when you are, you know, when you're in your masculine polarity, you will just let things happen, right? You won't feel the need to go in and control. You won't feel the need to go in and put your hands on things and shape it the way you want it, because that's feminine energy. Okay, feminine energy wants to control. Okay, it wants to control, it wants to tie down, it wants to gain power, and it wants to take away the freedom of the markets to do its thing, right? That's the thing about feminine energy. It feels like it has to do it has to like stick its foot in there, you know, it can't mind its own business. It has to go in there and push its weight around, you know, whereas like masculine polarity doesn't feel the need to do that, right? Because just being masculine, period, is about freedom, right? As a man, you want freedom. You want the ability to roam freely. You don't want any constraints. You don't want any borders. You don't want any fences when it comes to your freedom, right? Your ability to move. Right, and don't go leftist on me and hyperbolize. Like, see, yeah, freedom, yeah, you're against borders. No, right? No, didn't say that. I mean, that's a different topic. I mean, those are basically rules and laws to make sure that nobody gets in for free, where innocent taxpayers have to pay for those people. Right? That's not right. That's I mean, it's immoral. So yeah, I always have to like point things out like that for the dummies that come on and like, well, you know, you're capitalist, but you said this. You understand what I mean. Regardless, but that's also part of being in your feminine energy. You can't understand basic common sense. You can't see things. You can't see things objectively. You have to see everything objectively. No, I meant objectively, not subjectively. So you can't see everything objectively. You have to try to see things subjectively. That's what women try to do, right? This is why you hear a lot of women, like when they come on to certain podcasts, and the podcaster tries to make a valid point based on facts, based on an actual statistic. You'll hear the woman try to retort back if she doesn't like it, and she'll go, but I have this one friend. That didn't happen to her. She's a single mom. Her kids are doing fine, graduated from college, and they have good jobs. I'm like, okay, that what you're stating here is anecdotal evidence. I don't, you're stating a personal experience, but that, an exception to the rule, so to speak. But that does not exempt the rule, right? I mean, the rules are, these are the facts, these are statistics. I mean, 83% of kids from single mom households end up in prison. So, but women love to do that, right? They don't want to look at things objectively. They have to look at things subjectively. So they always have a back door. They always have an escape route for when you corner them with facts or statistics. Right? I feel like they just need to feel like they're right all the time. Again, they need to control. They need to control the dialogue. They need to control the argument. They need to control the outcome. Control. And that comes from feminine energy, right? And in order for somebody to control something, guess what? That means that somebody's going to lose some of their freedoms. Usually you. Right? Because that's part of feminine energy. That's why I'm completely against it. I was always against, for example, the lockdowns. I was always against the masks because that infringes on our freedoms as men. This is why I didn't stay home. This is why I escaped to another state. I was going to Vegas a lot in 2020 to escape all that, right? Escape all that feminine energy because I wanted to be me. I wanted to roam. I didn't want to wear a mask, and I didn't. I caught COVID once in the very beginning stages when the virus just broke out. I caught it once. I had it for 3 days. It went away. I worked the entire time. I actually did a video about it here on my channel. But I worked the entire time, didn't even realize what it was or why I was sick, because I never get sick. But I was sick for like 3 days. I worked the entire time. I even felt like working out, and I was fine. Never got it again. And I'm a guy who constantly went to venues, Vegas. I'm always in crowds. I'm always around people, students. Never caught it again. However, everybody that I knew who went and got that shot, who wore their mask all the time, who did what they were told, by the CDC, right? Everyone who did what they were told, those people all caught it more than once, right? Especially people got vaxxed. They still caught it. So a lot of those people were way more sick than I got. And then they caught it a second time, right? And I think I even know somebody caught it a third time. And this person, they were all like double vax, triple vax, got the boosters, got the shots. These people would not leave the house without their mask on. They were like driving alone in the cars with the mask on. I saw them get sick again, and again. I caught it once. Right? Why? Because I believe in my immune system. I'm one of those. Right? I believe in my immune system's natural ability to take care of it. And I believe after I had it the first time, my immune system got stronger and was able to identify any new incoming viruses and just fend off. So yeah, and I remember a friend of mine that I was hanging out with a lot ended up catching it, right? Catching the Roni. And then we caught it around the same time. And then I remember she started this new job, and they required her to get both of the shots like in a row and some booster, otherwise they wouldn't hire her because she was applying for a government job. So she didn't want to do it because she thinks like I do, like it hurts your immune system. But she goes and she gets the shot, right? She got those shots literally a week after she got those shots. You know what happened? She got COVID again, right? She got sick again. And it's just astonishing to me. I'm like, I told her, I was like, yeah, you hurt your immune system when you got those shots. I think your immune system was like mine. It was already ready to fend that off. You should have told your employer, like, no, I've already had it. My immune system is strong. But what you did is you effed with your immune system by getting both of those shots in a booster, because now your immune system was like, oh, I thought I was supposed to fight these viruses. So I guess you got these shots. I'm just going to kick back and do nothing. And you were basically got sick. And I wouldn't be surprised if you got sick again. Regardless, guys, not to go off on that little rant, but it's just an example of, society at large trying to control society and do what it wants versus do what you want, right? And of course, they always use, thing I hate about all of these measures is they always use the excuse that it's for safety. Everything's always for safety, right? I mean, even here, like where I grew up in San Francisco, we used to bonfire at the beach, play football, bring our dogs there. None of that's allowed anymore. You can't bonfire at the beach. You can't bring your dogs there. You can't fly a kite. You can't even fly a kite anymore. Why? Safety. Safety. It's for people's safety. They always do that. All these regulations, you can't like build an in-law at your own house on your own property where you can rent that out. Why not? Safety. It's for safety. Everything's safety, right? You got to wear these masks. Why? Safety. We're going to start double masking soon. Why? Safety. It's all BS. Okay, it's all a lie. I don't believe any of it, right? And obviously, I mean, I'm living proof. I only got sick once, never happened again. And I was probably surrounded by people with COVID when I was going to these bars, going to Vegas, going to clubs, macking on chicks, probably had COVID. I was like, or like French kissing, chick probably had COVID. I never got it again, right? My immune system fought it all off. Never got any shots, nothing, no boosters, nothing. Only got sick that one time for 3 days and it was over. Not a big deal. So that is something commonly that feminine energy wants to do, is it wants to remove freedoms. It wants to remove the fun. It wants to clamp you down. It wants to make sure that, you're not able to freely roam around as you would if you're a man. Whereas masculine energy is like, let people be. Whatever happens, right? We'll be fine. And you trust, right? You trust the markets. You trust your immune system. You trust the natural forces of the universe. It will work itself out. Okay? It will work itself out. It will be fine, right? But stop trying to control and, put your weight on everything, especially when it doesn't need to be. I don't know how I went off on that tangent, but anyway, that was the first thing about masculine energy, the first point. Second thing, just to go through these really quickly, second trait that you need to have acquire masculine energy is your abundance as a man. Okay, you need to achieve your abundance as a man, which means that you cannot achieve masculine polarity if you're broke, struggling in life, and you're worried about how you're going to pay your rent. Right? No, you got to fix these basic things. You have to go back to Maslow's hierarchy, right? Maslow's pyramid, where you have to take care of your basic shelter needs, food, before you can achieve a level of enlightenment and self-reflection. So achieving your abundance as a man requires that you've got your finances dialed in, you're mentally mature, you have experience, right? And you're no longer coping with life, but you're thriving, right? Usually guys who are thriving just by default achieve their abundance, right? They achieve their abundance. Not all the time, because some of these guys, no matter how much money they achieve, I mean, they still can't hang on to their woman because they haven't, they don't have that masculine polarity. But regardless, you have to be in abundance as a man. That's the second point. Okay, second trait, I should say. Third trait for achieving your masculine polarity. Third and final trait is you must be a leader of men. Okay, you must be a leader. You must be somebody that everyone will want to follow, men and women, but especially other men will want to follow. Somebody who leads by example, Okay, somebody who can be trusted to lead, somebody who is not going to be fraudulent and be teaching one thing but not actually living that lifestyle, right? A few people I could think of. And somebody who is strong, somebody who's not going to cower or back down or give up the ship in the face of social pressure, right? You see a lot of these public apologies going on, guys who said something or did something and they totally were in the right, nothing to apologize for, people were totally respecting them for it, and then like a day or two later, somebody got to them, their publicist, their employer, their boss, you name it, was like, you better apologize or you're done. So the pussy gets on TV, tries to save his own ass, sells us out, and goes, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I will try to learn more about this. I will read up on it. I will do better next time, and I will never do this again. That guy can't be trusted anymore. He's a traitor, right? He's a traitor. So you need somebody you could trust, and trust to lead. Okay, and people will follow that person. People will follow that person to the grave. I mean, you know, you look at somebody like Trump, for example. The guy doesn't back down. The guy doesn't apologize. He pisses off a lot of people, and it's pretty hilarious when people get really upset over him. But he pisses off a lot of people, and you know what? He doesn't apologize. And his base kind of gloms onto him even more, right? And they're always almost looking at him like a savior, and it's like, no, dude, he's just he's just a capitalist, and he was president. He was a good president, in my opinion, did a lot of things. I mean, the economy reflects that. It's not just my opinion. But, I mean, look at gas prices now. But regardless, people follow him. They glom onto him because he doesn't back down. He doesn't apologize. He can be trusted to lead. Right? You may not like him, may not like what he's doing, but he can be trusted as a leader to lead his flock. They trust him, right? Because he is somebody that is constantly dealing with social pressure and doesn't back down. It's like he doubles down instead, right? He doubles down and he's like, okay, I'm gonna do this next, do that, and because you said this to me, now I'm gonna do this, right? He doubles down on it, and you gotta appreciate the balls, man. Dude definitely has balls, and that's something that a leader has when he has masculine polarity. Regardless, those are the three major traits that you need to acquire in order to have masculine energy, masculine polarity, and not be stuck in your feminine energy. So if you gained value out of this coaching video, let me know in the comments below, guys. Always love to see you guys in my comments. If you have anything to add or share, drop them in the comments below, and I will see you there. Until next time, this is Matt Cross from AlphaMaleSecrets signing out. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you actually subscribe to my AlphaMaleSecrets channel. I've been checking my analytics, man, and too many of you guys are still not yet subscribed to the AlphaMaleSecrets channel here on the YouTube. So please make sure you're subscribed as well. Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm, and just help a brother out and subscribe. And for you guys who love my work and all of this amazing content I'm teaching you here on the AlphaMaleSecrets, the best way to support my work is becoming a premium member of my premium AlphaMaleSecrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm protecting my content from YouTube in the event they try to shut me down one day. They won't be able to, because all my content will be protected. It is being protected on my private platform. So this is the absolute best way to support my work, is becoming a premium AlphaMaleSecrets subscriber on my premium AlphaMaleSecrets channel, which is being hosted on a private platform. Right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium AlphaMaleSecrets content from me. So take advantage of it. Okay, all you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.